Tonight, the GBI says that it solved a 23-year-old cold case. Tara Louise Baker was found dead after a fire at her Athens apartment back
This morning, the Clark County Sheriff's Office has shared a picture of the man accused of killing a first-year UGA law student 23 years ago.
After more than 2 decades since the tragic murder of University of Georgia student Tara Baker, authorities have finally made a breakthrough in the case. Edrick Lamont Faust, age 48, is charged with murder, aggravated assault concealing the death of another, arson, possession of a knife during the commission of a felony, tampering with evidence, and aggravated sodomy, according to the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. Faust lived on Cooper Road in the same neighborhood off Lexington Road as Baker, who lived barely a block away on Fawn Drive in East Athens. According to Athens Clark County Clerk of Court records, Faust has a long criminal history. Faust was booked into the Clark County Jail at 10:34 p.m. Thursday. He remains in jail without bond, according to the jail's list of current inmates. A 1995 graduate of Lovejoy High School, Tara went on to earn her undergraduate degrees at Georgia College in Milledgeville. Tara Baker was a promising first-year law student with a bright future ahead of her, tragically cut short by an act of violence. GBI Director Chris Hosey expressed his condolences to the Baker family, acknowledging that while this arrest cannot bring Tara back, it may provide some closure in their healing journey. The investigation into Baker's murder began when her body was discovered in her apartment in January 2001, with suspicions of arson to conceal the crime. The evening before her death, Baker was seen at the UGA Law School library. According to reports, she spoke with a friend on the phone around 9:46 p.m., saying she planned to leave the library soon. This was the last time her friend would ever speak with Baker. Over the next 23 years, authorities tirelessly worked to crack the case, collaborating with various agencies, including the FBI, Athens Clark County Police Department, and the Georgia Bureau of Investigation. It was the review of Baker's case by the GBI Cold Case Unit, established under the Coleman-Baker Act, that finally led to the breakthrough. The Coleman-Baker Act, named after both Tara Baker and another slain University of Georgia student Sue Coleman, was signed into law in 2023 by Governor Kemp. This legislation mandated the investigation of cold cases by a dedicated unit within the GBI and required law enforcement to revisit unsolved cases after a certain period of time.
It is a monumental day for the families of 2 young women killed decades ago. Both families telling me that this new law not only adds to their loved one's legacy, but it will help countless other families.
Our daughter was murdered 33 years ago, so try to get some answers to the cold cases, and if it don't help us, maybe it helps somebody else.
Milton Coleman's daughter, Rhonda, was killed in 1990. She was just 18 years old. Her case remains unsolved. Today, Governor Kemp signed House Bill 88 into law, culminating years of fighting by the Coleman and Baker families to get justice for their children. The Coleman-Baker Act allows immediate family members of cold case victims to enlist the help of police agencies in an effort to bring killers to justice and to find peace.
Governor Kemp expressed his hopes that Tara's memory would be honored through the continued efforts of the Cold Case Unit. Tara's family, while grateful for the arrest, acknowledged that it doesn't erase their grief or unanswered questions. Yet, they thanked law enforcement for their persistence in seeking justice for Tara.